Hello, everybody. This is Philip Carter, co-host of the Independent Gospel Artists Alliance, also co-host of the Independent Gospel Artists Alliance Conference. Of course, we're one of the promoters, and we host the conference every year, July the 11th through the 13th at the Mount. Um, but I'm not on there to talk about just the conference today. Of course, we encourage you to sign up. It's the greatest conference you could ever come to learn the business of music, to make connections, to network, to fellowship, and to showcase in a non-competitive environment. But today, we want to talk about the opportunities that are coming up, the networking, the conferences, and things that are coming up that you can be a part of. Um, and what should you consider when doing something like this, as far as showcases are concerned? Give me 1 second. Let me just type up. Uh, just want to continue to encourage you all to sign up for the conference. We are $99 before April the 30th. But um, as it relates to showcases, we have showcases for the Stellas, we have showcases for GMWA, the IGAA has showcases. Um, there are other conferences that have showcases. By the way, I teach school every day. That's part of my multiple income stream, so I can continue to be an independent artist. Um, the decision, how you should make the decision, is not necessarily the size, the type of event. So if it's the Stella Awards, which is a big award show, doesn't mean that the showcase is going to be big. It doesn't mean that there are going to be a lot of people at the showcase that you may pay for. You should only pay for a showcase as a stop along the way in your marketing plan. It should never be the epitome of your marketing plan or the epitome of your plan. It's only a stop along the way. And if you can't afford to spend the $400 or $500, sometimes these showcases charge even $250. If that's taxing you to spend that kind of money, and along with your flight and your hotel, for the possibility that there might be somebody in the room that you can connect with, that may not be worth it for those of you all who are on a very limited budget. Now, if this was budgeted in your plan, and you always plan to go to Stella's every year, and you plan to spend the $400 to $500, not going to make or break you. It's not going to stop your plan. It's not going to stop your, promotion of your record or your career, whatever you're trying to do. Then by all means, consider doing it. I know at the IGAA, we don't charge a fee for showcases if you register. I know the GMWA charges fees, but they have more overhead too as well. So, you know, it's important to understand that people do have to charge fees sometimes because they have overhead. North Carolina GAG has showcases. Big shout out to Arvetra Jones. But I don't encourage you to do any showcase unless you have a plan to capitalize off of what you're doing. You never know who's going to be there. You never know how things are going to shake out. So you want to have a plan as to how you're going to capitalize off this. What's next? It's not end all be all. So if you're a solo artist and you usually have background singers or usually carry a band, you don't want to carry all those people to another city or a showcase when it's going to cost you a lot of money and you're not going to make any back. Maybe you can have some people from the area that you're in to help you out, or maybe you can just carry your tracks. Troy Sneed always says, my tracks are my band. I got my band and my choir with me on this CD or on this phone. And so if you're comfortable with doing that, then you should do that. If you're not comfortable with doing that, then you should consider becoming comfortable doing that, unless you're able to corral people in every city to help you for little to nothing or free. So there's just things you want to consider when you're doing showcases. You don't want to do showcases if you're not self-confident that you're going to be able to deliver what you have recorded in the studio or what you have overdubbed live. You're not ready to do a showcase yet. You want to go home and get good at it. Sing in your church every week, do little stuff to help you prepare to get the cobwebs out, so that when you do showcases, it won't be a big deal to you. Always be mindful of the time that they give you for showcases. If they give you 8 minutes, all you have is 8 minutes. If they give you 4 minutes, it's 4 minutes. Determine how much time does it take for you to get everybody, to do a great performance. with the time that you have allotted, and always be ready to walk off the stage when your time is up. Try to finish before time if possible. One strong song is always better than a strong song and a mediocre song coming behind it. You always want to do those things. Some people don't believe that, but then when they fail, they start to believe it. When people say, "Man, I wish you had stopped at that first song," then you'll know then that maybe perhaps you should have stopped. Don't worry about getting your money's worth when you're doing a showcase, okay? Because that is subjective, what your money's worth is. Or you can have a room full of people, do well, walk out and still not get anywhere. Showcases are what they're called, is showcases. I like the way Lady Tamil Curtis put it, and she's also one of our clinicians this year. You're going there to show your case. And I add something to it that says you want to show your case and not your A, not your A, So always be mindful of what the task, what the priority is, how you're going to govern yourself. And you're going there to perform. You're going there to minister in song, however you want to put it. If you have to pay to do it, you're performing to a certain degree. You want people to recognize what you are doing. Excuse me, that's my phone. You want people to recognize what you're doing. You want to make connections while you're there. So just consider that while you're doing all these showcases. I've done many of them. I've paid as much as $1,200 to do a showcase twice. I've sponsored showcases and spent thousands of dollars sponsoring luncheons and dinners for radio announcers. And so I've done things on a large scale, done things on a small scale. I'm here to answer any questions any of you all might have after you watch this video. I can give you some helpful hints. I can tell you who generally has a great event and who generally struggles with their event, and I would do them all because you just never know. The people who struggle appreciate you more. They tend to hook you up in their city when you get back home. The people who host large showcases are used to holding large showcases. They feel like they owe you nothing. They feel like it's a privilege for you to be there, even though you've paid. See, I told you I'm in a school, even though you've paid to be there. So, just take all these things in consideration. I want to encourage you to sign up for the conference, www.indiegospellines.com. It's $99 before April the 30th. And you can set it right there, $99 before April the 30th. And after April the 30th, the price goes up, and we have some wonderful things happening, and still more clinicians that are coming. The information will make your head hurt. So please consider coming to the conference. It's for indie artists. And of course, we have our IGA awards. We're going to find out who made the next round probably in the next 30 days. So God bless all of you. Pray you have a great, great day. Take care.